Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome to Video Juice. My name is Craig and we are here with the Legends of Tomorrow Season 3 finale. We are finally at the finale. Last time on Legends we had Nora, or Maulus I should say, try and create his last anachronism to break him free from his cage. They were trying to kill Barack Obama with Grodd, but they ended up stopping it. And then in the end it was Amaya. She went back to save her village, and then Maulus broke free. There was a lot of small stuff happening as well. Like we had Damien kind of flip-flop, and he realised what was happening to Nora and realised that he didn't want her to die, so he ended up siding with the Legends. But then when the Legends were planning on freeing Maulus to try and take him down with the totems, he was like, oh fuck, she's going to die. So he turned on him again. And we had the lads, the Legends, go and get lines from John Noble, because Mick was watching Lord of the Rings and they realised his voice was very similar to Maulus's. So they went and got that, and then Ray got small and pretended to be Maulus in Nora's ear. It was a very fun episode and a very well done episode, I thought. We obviously got to see Maulus at the end, and we had loads of fun with young Obama with some of the stuff, like they said, make America Grodd again, and Obamacare and all this. There was a lot of really fun things that they set up with the Obama, fun jokes that they set up, I should say, with the Obama story thread. So going into the finale, I'm wondering if Damien will go back and work with the Legends again now. I don't know if they'll take him back. I mean, they might see it from his perspective, or from his side of things, because he did join them to save Nora, and then they were like, oh, we'll just let Maulus get free and then we'll stop him with the totems, kind of going against why Damien joined up with him. So I wonder, now that Nora is destroyed and Maulus was the cause of it, will he join back up with the Legends to help them? I wonder. I really want Damien to stick around, but I don't think he will. I mean, they made the deal. He helps them defeat Maulus, and then Sarah can put him back in the ground, back where he belongs. But that deal is done now, but I still think that we might see the end of Damien after this season. How long can he go on for? He's had a good... I don't get me wrong. I would like him to stick around. I just don't think he will. I don't know. I was thinking Nora might make it out of this season alive, and there might be a thing between her and Ray, but unless they do some sort of time fuckery, or unless whatever they do to defeat Maulus brings Nora back, I don't really see it. I don't know if they could do that anyway. But I don't really have any predictions for the finale. I have one from last episode. I do think there's a possibility of Nate dying, and then maybe Amaya flashes her memory so that when she goes back to Zambezi, she doesn't have any memory of anything because she's so heartbroken. She might just flash her memory to get rid of Nate out of her head, because obviously she said that's what would tear her between the two. But I feel like we could get a Nate death. I really hope we don't, but we could. I'm excited. But yeah, my only theory, I think, would be Nate dying. That's pretty much it. Yeah. So let's jump in, check it out, see what it's like, and discuss it afterwards. Let's do this. Oh, right, where it left off.
My name is Malice, you fools.
Malice? I knew it.
Malice?
Way cool.
Hand over the totem.
Oh, he's using it! Ray wasn't able to use it last episode. Oh. They need to work together and not just throw things individually at him.
The odds of survival are 0.09.
Oh, is he going to sacrifice himself?
Unless you get in.
Oh!
Truly.
No more than I'll miss you. Rip.
Oh, I don't want to rip that. I don't want Rip to die. Oh, look at this.
It's alright, Sarah. I should very much like to see my wife and son again. I will miss you, Captain Lance.
No! He's not even going to kill him.
The Legends. My one hope is that you all live up to that name.
Oh, that cold opening. I wasn't ready for that. Oh, they have him trapped.
You deserve to live out the rest of your days knowing that you destroyed your own daughter.
Oh.
Is she right? Are you really planning something stupid? Maybe. Probably. Most likely.
Oh, Ray, what are you doing?
But it could fix this whole thing. And get Nora back.
Oh! Oh, look at him. Wally looks good in the Old West outfit.
Yo, this is tight. I know everyone's dead. I know time's broken, but can we just take a second to acknowledge this?
You know, as much as I enjoy this get-up and actually...
That's why Rick picked us, Snart, the professor, and those stupid Hawk flying chicken people.
Flying chicken people.
Not that any of these is unwanted.
What?
Not exactly.
Oh, shit. Oh, the Maulus. Oh. This is interesting.
Phallus.
Malice will spare your lives.
It's actually malice.
It's actually Mollis.
Oh,
Mollis!
Guys, doesn't matter.
You surrender.
So you decided to load Damien Dark into the jump ship?
hey,
Hey.
Look, I know this looks bad. Yeah, but there's a completely rational explanation.
I'm listening.
Me too.
Sorry.
Oh, he didn't even knock him out.
I shattered history and allowed the demon to escape. It's up to me to find a way to...
She was fucking told before it happened that it was going to happen. He knew that anachronisms busted the Maulus out of his cage. Malice, sorry.
You're only supposed to take a sip of that. Wake up.
They beat him with the Care Bear stare.
They stopped Mollis together.
The Care Bears, obviously.
That is the only way to defeat him.
I'm sorry now, but that was pretty obvious.
Just the memories of the original totem bearers.
Oh, you are still high.
Now the reason why it's working for us is not because we're
We're not designed to be used individually. Individually.
Shut up. The elemental powers combined.
If you turn into a witch bitch, I'll kill you. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
All right.
Oh, she's gonna do it. Is it gonna create something? I feel like it's gonna create something to fight Maulus.
We're good.
Okay.
What's it gonna create?
Clear your minds.
And focus on the breath. That's why we're not worthy of the totems.
Seriously, are we making a baby?
Everyone just shut up.
They're making something. Ew! Oh!
I'm just putting the slop out of its misery.
Oh, Voltron.
Right. We need to try again.
No, what we need
I
to
did
do
not
is
expect
find
that.
people If that's not an entrance line, I don't know what is.
Oh!
I got your message. We all did.
Oh!
You guys just can't seem to keep
Oh!
trouble, can you?
You thought destroying this vessel would thwart my return.
Oh!
Gladly take you instead.
I was counting on them.
So he's still gonna be broken free? But Nora's gonna be alive? Oh, he sacrificed himself for his daughter. Oh!
Her name's Martina, and her and her mom are the light of my life, man.
Oh, Martina.
Muzzle tov.
Oh, that's a nice little tribute. Oh.
Damn, girl.
Oh!
Yeah.
She knows what she's doing.
Wanted to ask you, just did you mean what you said the last time we...
Hell yeah, she meant what she
When I
said.
told you to run.
Howdy, partners. What did I miss?
It was dark.
Whoa, wrong dark. Look, she's been demolished. She's no longer a demon.
Oh shit. It's actually not that many people.
All right.
They've got superpowers. Ho ho.
Facing an army.
That's quite a team.
Vikings and pirates. And today is the day that we earn the name Legends.
Hell yeah.
Now, how do we sneak out the back?
Caesar.
Mick is having too much fun with this. Yeah.
That's a Roman nose.
No. Her name's Amaya Jaway, of the great tribe of Zambezi.
Oh, yes.
Toodles.
Toodles. Yes, Jax. Wally.
You sure about this?
No, but it's too late for second guessing.
This is so awesome. Oh, we got a Wilhelm scream in there. Oh, it's happening.
So we should probably get back to it.
It's happening. They wrecked shop. What is it? It's Bebo.
God, he has returned.
That is your captain's plan.
What?
How's Sarah and the others?
That is Sarah and the others.
What?
People hungry.
Man, have I missed you guys.
Oh my fucking god. I can't even with the show. Oh, this is just ridiculous. Oh, suplex. Yes. Come on, Bebo. Oh. Yes. Like, what do you say after watching that?
Free love child.
Worst orgy ever.
Worst orgy ever.
Get out of here. This is a private beach.
Is that?
See me and you lot out here.
Oh,
Constantine?
Constantine.
Did you really think I was him?
Oh,
It's me.
fucking Gary.
Obviously, it's been day drinking.
What do you want?
He's been with me, love.
Yes.
Word with you, sorry lot.
Sarah's.
You opened the door, love. And malice wasn't the only thing that got out.
Oh, is that it? Ah. How do I even begin to talk about this episode? So, like, if someone had told me back in season 1 of Arrow that in this universe, a few years down the line, we were going to have a time demon fighting a big blue stuffed teddy bear, I would have called bullshit. I would have said, get yourself checked. That was incredible. That was incredible. I loved every minute of it. The end, the setup at the end, first off, is great. I really hope that's what all next season is going to be about, them going and getting the whatever things they're after opening that allows other things to come through. It looked like a fucking dragon at the end. It was a dragon at the end, definitely. Does that mean we're going to get Constantine next season properly? That is going to be great. I had a theory that he was going to come back this season, so maybe they were just setting it up for next season. I got really annoyed at the end when I saw Gary in the Constantine thing. I was like, fuck, teasing us with that shit, and then he popped up. So that was good. Man, what they did with Damien this season was incredible. I didn't actually know. It took me a long time to figure out what they were actually doing with them going back. I didn't know what Ray's plan was. And Dark sacrificing himself for Nora was a nice little way that character could end. Because I was thinking he couldn't persist, you know? I was thinking the way that his character went this season, there's no way they could have brought him back for next season. I feel like his storyline was closing out anyway, but I was trying to think, and I couldn't think of a good definitive end for him. And doing this makes sense because it didn't change the timeline, but it just killed him, and Nora is still around now. So, possibility of Nora coming back is there as well. That's pretty damn good. Yeah, I'll probably talk about Rip as well. I'm going to just start from the start and work my way down. I'm a little bit... I'm obviously sad about Rip dying. He was an OG character, you know, but he hasn't been very present. He hasn't been very prominent in this season. He's been pretty much off screen for most of the season, and at the start of the season he was pretty much an asshole. I feel like this might not be the end of him, you know? I feel like if they were going to end him, they probably would have had him in it more or something. I don't know. Maybe it's just me just wanting more out of him. I was hoping that he would either redeem himself or maybe come back into the fold and be there for next season. But so I don't know. I hope there's a bit more. I hope there's more of Rip in the future. But he might not. He might just be dead. He might just be dead. Like it was a time drive. Maybe he got displaced in time or something. That could be a thing. I don't know. I'm just trying to grasp at straws at the moment. Just trying to think of ways that he could stick around. It was a good way to open the episode, though. Honestly, it started exactly from where it left off last episode, and then the sacrifice. It was a good opener for the episode. You know, one of my favorite things about this episode, honestly, was us finding out that the heroes, everybody, has been mispronouncing Malice's name the entire season. His name is actually Malice, and it was so good for some of the jokes, like when they were arguing about whose name or which pronunciation was right. It's so good. It's just a small little thing that makes Legends so good. It's those little jokes that they have, that they've set up basically all season, you know? It's so good. I did have two problems with this episode. Only little tiny things. Amaya, when she was talking to Nate, I think, when she was all sorry about doing the saving Zambezi and creating the final anachronism that broke Malice out, that broke Malice out, they knew this. She knew this. She knew the anachronisms were breaking Malice out of his cage. She knew he was close. She knew that doing that was going to cause Malice to do it. But in this episode, it seemed like she kind of didn't realize and only now thought about it. Or maybe it just seemed ridiculous to me. It seemed ridiculous. First off, I said it last episode, it seemed ridiculous that she was going to do that anyway because of the fact that they know what Malice is doing. They know what he's doing to break out of his cage. And then her just acknowledging it this episode and then being really sorry about it just seemed really, really silly to me. And the other thing was, who was it? It was Amaya again. It was Amaya going back to the original Totem Bearers and finding out that they need to work together to defeat Malice. I mean, obviously she needed to know how to do it, but it seemed like such a stupid revelation. She was like, "Oh, we're using the totems wrong. We're not supposed to use them individually. You're supposed to use them together." Obviously, that was just me. Fuck, throwing my pen away. That was just me, and it was just two tiny little things I had a problem with. It just seemed really silly. It seemed like two really silly revelations in the episode for the characters. But yeah, that was all. All the characters we had back this episode were great. We had the tree. Was it a Blackbeard? Was that his name? I can't remember the woman's name. And then we had Caesar. I can't remember the woman's name. What was her name? I can't remember. And then we had Jax, we had Kwasa, we had Helen, we had Jonah Hex. We had a lot of old characters come back. Jax was my favourite, honestly. Him leaving the show really got to me because I really enjoyed his character, and him coming back this episode was great. I would have probably given him the fire totem because he has a bit more experience with fire, with him being Firestorm. Plus he's human, it would have given him something else to do. But he held his own. Honestly, he held his own. Helen was actually really, really cool this episode. She kicked ass. Everyone did. The battles in this episode were really good and they were shot really well. I enjoyed it all. And Jonah Hex, it was good seeing him again. I liked him and Zari's little romantic subplot going on there. Hopefully that will come back. It was fun. We didn't get one thing I found odd in this episode was, and I understand it from a TV point of view, from a show point of view, the budget and stuff, but we didn't get a lot of Ray in his suit this season, especially in this final battle. Like, Ray at the start of the episode had the water totem, and he used it successfully. And then halfway through it, Wally had the water totem, and Ray didn't. Would it not have been handy to have Ray in his suit, considering the fact that they're fighting demon-possessed warriors or human warriors, whatever? Seems a little strange. It's probably the budget with Wally on the show now. They have to divert it somewhere. We didn't get a lot of Nate in his steel form either. But if they were going to do it, I feel like they should have done it in the finale, because Ray's suit would have been pretty handy here. Man, them summoning the fucking Cronenberg deformed demon yoke on the table was good. That was fun. I wasn't expecting that. It was graphic as well. It looked mank. It was horrible. It was very, very funny. Rip Mick asking constantly, are we making a baby? Are we making a baby? So good. I did not expect Bebo. That whole final battle was just incredible. Like just to witness that on television is just incredible. I could not believe it when it was happening. And I find it funny that Malice's last words that he heard was, Bebo needs a hug. It was so good. It was so good. I loved every bit of it. It's just wacky and insane, and it works. I feel like a lot of shows would not be able to pull this off, this level of silliness. But here we are, and they've done it. They've done it time and time again. Yeah, I'm going to just do a little bit talking about the season as a whole. I enjoyed the season as a whole. I had a few problems with it. Overall, I didn't think the Amaya and the Zambezi story was that interesting. I feel like it bogged down the season a little bit at times. But I didn't have a lot of... That's pretty much it. I just felt like it wasn't that interesting. I liked where it ended up, and I liked a lot of the episodes this season, but some of them were just bogged down. And I feel like some of the character decisions were a bit stupid, like the whole Amaya thing with this episode with the revelations and stuff. And some of the effects weren't great throughout, but that's expected with a show with such heavy special effects as this. But overall, I loved it. I love that we got Constantine. What it looks like is we're getting more Constantine next season. That's going to be very exciting. They obviously have to replace Amaya with someone. I feel like we might get Amaya back as well. I forgot to talk about that. She didn't get flashed in the end of it. My theory, obviously, with Nate dying was completely gone. But I feel like Amaya not getting flashed gives the possibility of her coming back. It creates that possibility. So even as a standalone, like with Jax. I forgot to talk about Jax. Apologies. Jax naming his baby Martina. Was it Martina? Yeah, Martina after Martin, after Stein. That was nice. That was really, really nice. I like that. So it's been 5 years for him since they let him go. That was nice. I like that little tribute to Martin. But yeah, we got Constantine, we got Wally. Obviously, we're after losing Amaya now, but we have we're going to get Constantine next season is what it looks like. I like it. I liked the season as a whole. I liked the Mala storyline. I would have liked more Rip. I liked Ava was another good character that we got. Overall I liked most of the stuff. I just feel like the Totem storyline in parts didn't really it didn't live up to what I had hoped overall, but it ended up in a good place, and we got Bebo. We got a Bebo fight, so I'm happy with it. Yes, so I want people to let me know if you want me to react to season 4. I'm kind of on the fence about it. I haven't watched Legion season 2 yet. I reacted to season 1, so I might do that instead, and then catch up with Supernatural and maybe react to the next season live. If I don't react to the next season, season 4, I will still react to the crossover event. I'll still do that, just because it's a big event, and I've heard a lot about it. So I've heard it's called Elseworld. I've heard a lot about it, and it's going to spawn extra spin-offs like the Batwoman spin-off. So I am going to react to that regardless. I'll just have that specifically on it, but I might do Legion just because I want to do Legion season 2 and it'll be easy to do, and I want to. I'm going to be swamped pretty soon because Game of Thrones is starting back. I'm trying to only do two videos a week, and Game of Thrones is starting back soon. And then Agents is starting back as well. So I don't want to get bogged down by doing all of Legends in between the two of them as well. So I might just do Legion because that's short. It's only 10 episodes. And I can get them done in advance. So, but if there's enough requests, if there's enough demand for it, I will do season 4. So let me know if you want it. And that's pretty much it. Loved the season. Had a few small problems with it, but overall it was good. It was fun. Probably one of the most fun Legends seasons so far. Season 2 was great as well, but this one just went over the top wacky with it, but it worked for the most part. So thank you very much for watching. We will be back next week with another reaction, whether it'll be Legends Season 4 or Legion Season 2, it'll be one or the other. We will be back with Supernatural and other reactions and gaming videos on the channel during the week as well. If you want, you can check them out. You can like, comment and subscribe if you liked the video. Let us know what you thought about this episode in the comments below. We have some social media links down below in the description. You can check them out as well, and we will see you next time. Later.
So I could soothe your frightened mind and let our souls collide. Rising tide so we can ride away upon a tumbling wave.